Happy New Year! I was kind of reflecting back on 2022 and I wanted to share my story with you this year. 2022 was my startup year. It was the year where I decided I wanted more for my family than what most jobs can provide for. In February of this year, I got my LLC and I also got my first rental property, which was nerve wracking, but I did it. And by March, I was a property owner and I had tenants, which gave me my first experience in cash flow, which was a new feeling. And it was an amazing journey. I also, this year, I joined a lot of different real estate groups. And these real estate groups, I made so many great connections with people. This holds 120 business cards, and there's anything from realtors, contractors, house flippers, wholesalers, and other landlords in there. And it was just a fantastic way to meet people that all have the same goal, and that's to build generational wealth for your family. I also this year joined a coaching program, and full disclosure, do your research. Don't join just any coaching program. Make sure it's legit. I met some of the other students in Rochester, New York, and because they were experiencing results with this program, that's the only reason I went forward with it. But it was fantastic. The money I spent on that, I have made almost 3 times this year alone, and it was only for half the year. Because it was in June, I got my first Airbnb, which I've been sharing with you. And to get my first Airbnb is something I never thought I would do this year. It actually came out of the blue. It wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't my plan. But I also got a chance to get my second Airbnb. And the first one was with a business partner. And the first one was with an investor. So I got to experience both this year. I got to experience an investor giving me the money to start my first Airbnb, but then I got a business partner. He brought in half the money, I brought in half the money, and we got the deal. And it's ran really well this month, honestly, more than I expected given the holidays. So getting my second Airbnb with a business partner is different because you have someone that's got your back. So I also, again, I talked about this for a while and I'm finally doing it. I started writing my own book. It's going to be a book about my life. It's going to be a book that I hope inspires other people to be able to take a leap of faith. And it's going to be something that I hope helps us also understand why we make the decisions we do. So I'm hoping that will be published in 2023. And 2023, I networked a lot this year because I wanted to get to know people. I wanted to, learn from people. But this year, 2023, I want to have deeper relationships with a select few where we can build wealth together, where we can work together. I also really am looking forward to this year because this year I plan on 10xing it. Everything I've accomplished this year, I want to do 10 times 2023 because I've learned that it's not about your circumstances, it's not about your money problems, and it's not about your self-doubts, and it's not about you saying I don't know how to do that. It's about your mindset. It's about saying I can. It's about saying who, not how. Because here's a perfect example. 2023, my goal is to read 12 books. I haven't read a book since high school. That was almost 10 years ago. I haven't read a single book except for the Bible since high school. I've read 15 books this year. My goal was 12. That exceeded my expectations. So anyone out there interested in investing in real estate, I would ask that you, DM me and ask me any questions you might have. And this year, I want to dive deeper into my relationships for my business, and I also want to build generational wealth with others. But Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me, and be safe.